PSG and Bayern Munich should be a Champions League final for the ages. Two mega clubs, two imposing attacking outfits. We'll be privileged to bring it to you live on Optus Sport on Monday morning. Michael Bridges and John Aloisi are here to help me preview this one with you as we look ahead to it. Bridgie, PSG have scored in 34 consecutive games in this tournament, whereas only one side in history has scored more goals in a Champions League campaign than this Bayern Munich. So you look at it and go, superstars, goals, perfect final.
Perfect final, absolutely brilliant. Two teams that deserve to be there, Rich, in the way they've gone about it, the manner that they have shown that they can play attacking football, they can score goals, and defensively they've been very, very acute. And that's one of the questions that I had with PSG. Defensively, they've always been vulnerable. Tell you what, the 3-0 victory over Leipzig showed that they're here, they mean business. What a final.
Well, let's start with PSG, John. I guess we always look at Mbappe and Neymar rightly, and PSG are often accused of being a little bit too front-heavy. But Thomas Tuchel's done a good job in getting that balance right.
He has, especially in the midfield with Marquinhos, Paredes and Herrera. They just give it that balance, so it allows the front three at times to cheat a little bit, not track back all the time, and they do that covering. But how can you go past the front three in Neymar, Mbappe and Di Maria? Especially Neymar, I think he's shown that he's shouldering responsibility in the last few games, and he's been sensational. And Di Maria goes underneath the radar and scores the goals along with Mbappe.
Bridget, given that there was almost this mental block, I suppose, with PSG, you know, historically they've never been to this stage before. We know they've pumped a lot of money in from the Qataris over the last 9 years. They expect to get to this stage and expect to win it. Have you seen any indication that they're past that mental block and that they won't be, I guess, in awe of this occasion on Monday?
Well, the last game against Leipzig, yes, because Leipzig have been a very impressive team. They kind of changed their tactics a little bit against PSG, showed them respect, sat off them and didn't press as much. But Tuchel has got it into these players, how they want to play. And for me, it's the best I've seen them play with and without the ball. The question is, going up against Bayern Munich and the way that they set up, can they break down the press? That's what it's all about, how they're going to play out. And when John said the three up front, they kind of cheat every now and again. They're going to try and counter-attack. But if you leave yourself vulnerable and you're outnumbered, it's going to be a dangerous game. I'm just looking forward to seeing it, Rich, because I love the way these two teams play.
Well, let's chat Bayern Munich, Bridgie. It seemed like Lyon had great opportunities in the semi-final to get in behind and should have went ahead early on in this one. Is there a chink in the armour there for Bayern Munich that, you know, a couple of days ago were looking almost unstoppable?
There's no doubt Lyon were going to get chances. When they were going to come, we didn't know, but they had their game plan, and the chances came early on. So they've only got themselves to blame, Lyon. So Bayern Munich looking at that, and then you're playing another team in PSG who've got just as three quick players up top, not just one. You're not looking after, Memphis Depay, you're not looking after Dembele. They've got three to contend with. PSG will be looking at that and go, this is a massive area where we can really go and hurt Bayern Munich. So it's going to be interesting. Is Flick going to get the team to play a little bit more defensive and not leave as much space in behind? That's what I'm looking forward to watching and analysing along with John.
Well, John, you look at the weapons that Bayern Munich have. Robert Lewandowski, 55 goals in all competitions. But then you look at someone like Serge Gnabry, 9 goals in the Champions League alone. Their front four, their midfield, everything seems primed for this occasion.
Yeah, how do you stop the likes of Lewandowski, Müller, Gnabry, Perisic? Because they just rotate so much and their movement is so good. They're always going to create chances. They're always getting bodies into the box and getting on the end of things. And then you've got Alphonse Davies that on the left side, that gives them that width and that speed going forward. So that's where it's going to be difficult for PSG, not only when Bayern have got the ball, but the amount of pressure they can put on PSG when PSG are trying to play out, because they press really well. So it's going to be tough for PSG to actually play out under that press. But if they do, then Bridgie's right. There's space in behind for the likes of Mbappe and Di Maria to exploit.
Well, it sounds like both you lads are giving PSG a decent shout here. What way do you see it going, Bridgie? Neck on the line time.
I'm going to take Paris Saint-Germain in this one. I've loved the way Bayern have played. They've destroyed teams, Tottenham, Chelsea on the way here. And
you enjoyed them smashing Tottenham?
No, I didn't, not one bit. It still hurts. But that's why I'm going to take PSG, because they hurt my team, so hopefully they get hurt.
All right, well, they've never won this competition, whereas for Bayern Munich, we know they've got a great record, John. They haven't won it since 2013, of course, their first final since then. What way do you see it going?
I think Bayern Munich would just have an edge. I just think with their intensity and the level that they have been playing at, it'll be just too much for Paris Saint-Germain. But it'll be close. There'll be a lot of goals in it, but I think Bayern Munich will just have enough.
Either way, it should be an absolute ripper. We're looking forward to bringing it to you live on Monday morning on Optus Sport, 4:30 a.m. Eastern. We'll have a big pre-game show and then a whole heap afterwards. There'll be celebrations for one side. Which one will it be? We'd love to get your thoughts. Comment below and let us know which way you see it going in the Champions League final between PSG and Bayern Munich.
Enjoying our YouTube channel? Be sure to subscribe and download the Optus Sport app.